On Bendigo, open the batting on Bendigo Cup Day. Let's take you to our race caller for the first 2KYs, Greg Radley.
Thank you, John, and runners are coming up very well here, only a couple out. We do have a late scratching of Cheval Place, out by order of the stewards at 12:14, and it was well in the market. Now we wait for... they're all in. Now Housefrau is set, but Brett Preville's about to get set again. He's just out of the saddle. He's in there now. Skyhaven right beside him. First on Cup Day. They're all set, ready to go. There's the light. And away they go. They're off and racing. Skyhaven, Housefrau all jump well. And out wide, Look for Venus is showing plenty of pace. Also going there is Halioka. Through the centre, Our Miss Earl. But Housefrau's going to drive through and try and lead. Miss Pipeline's getting well back in the field, and so is Lorenza. Also getting well back is Flatanga as they settle down and Look for Venus leads. Lorenza went up on its inside, and Housefrau is hugging the fence as they go charging into the first turn. Our Miss Earl dropping back in behind them, followed by Flatanga. And then came Tons of Zip from Skyhaven. Flatanga's well back, and so's our Miss Flockalil. A long way back is Count the Gold, and also well back Lady Petunia, and Miss Pipeline's right out the back as they turn the corner. And Lorenza and Housefrau share the lead. Look for Venus out 3 wide and 4 wide now. Chiming in is Halioka. It's out wide and it's loomed up to hit the lead. Tons of Zip is coming with it, and also Our Miss Earl. Miss Big Ruby's behind those. Lorenza's dropped out of it. It's Tons of Zip going up on the outside. Housefrau fighting back on the fence, and Look for Venus is in the centre, but Tons of Zip drew up and hit the lead. Housefrau trying to fight back, but Tons of Zip's won the first from Housefrau and Look for Venus. Big Ruby's got home well to run fourth from Our Miss Earl. Miss Pipeline, then came Skyhaven. Flatanga was well back. Lorenza dropped right out of it. So too was Lady Petunia. Halioka was well back, and it was one of the last ones pulling up. Coming into sight again, Count the Gold, and Miss Flockalil was back with the last few.
14 Tons of Zip, 10.50, 2.80. 7 Housefrau to pay $1.30, and number 9 for third, Look for Venus. It'll pay $3.90.
On the Super Tab, number 14 Tons of Zip, 9.20 and 3.10. Number 7 Housefrau to return 1.20, and number 9 Look for Venus to pay $3.70.
For the first turn, they were sharing. There was about 5 sharing the lead, and Tons of Zip was a fair way back. He was just camped off them. Housefrau just kept fighting, never went around a horse. Look for Venus run was good. It came from a wide gate and held on well for third, but no excuses behind the winner. Tons of Zip drew away to win.
Still not on his platform. Just awaiting a scratching time for Strategic Command.
12.50 on.
Taken out at 12.55, please note, by order of the stewards. Strategic Command, the late scratching, and the runners all set to go. All look to be lined up in the desired manner. Santorini Sand, Christark on the inside. 1,400 metres the distance. They're all set. There's the light. Ready, and away they go. Jumped in a good line too, and one of the first to get going towards the inside, Marked Assassin, quickly headed by Santorini Sands, and getting out quickly just in behind them, Guy, and going fast on the outside. Up towards the leaders, Suave Way, being followed by Biceps, and just in behind them, moving forward then over on the outside, Seattle Rocket being followed closely, a length and a half further back by Tyrrell Peter. Bay Booster is in behind them, a length further back is Dr. Livingston, and they were being followed by Vancouver Island. Well back in the field behind them then is Padrian, followed by Flashy Boy, and last of all is Feature. They're coming down the side, 850 to go. Biceps has taken the lead by a length to Christark. A length further back is Suave Way. Close up on the inside of Santorini Sand. A length and a half to Guy, being followed by Marked Assassin. Seattle Rocket around the outside. Bay Booster in behind them. Dr. Livingston. A length further back along the inside is Tyrrell Pete, being followed closely by Gold Karam, Vancouver Island. Feature well back in the field, followed by Padrian and Flashy Boy last of all. Coming up towards the home turn, 450 to run. Biceps is being tackled the lead by Christark on the outside, who's made a very fast run. And they come into the straight straight, about 2.5 lengths to Santorini Sand, and coming down the outside Suave Way. Then there's a break to Tyrrell Pete from a long way back, but Biceps is the leader coming to the 250. About a length to Chris Stark is trying hard to get it, and on the outside Suave Way is finishing on, and they're followed by Santorini Sand. It's Suave Way over on the outside, coming at Biceps in the final stages. Chris Stark is in behind the Biceps, is tackled by Suave Way. Vancouver Island might beat them all. Vancouver Island's got up to score from Suave Way. Tyrrell Pete may be third from Biceps, not much in it for that placing. They're followed next time then by Dr. Livingston, and further back in the field a Bay Booster, and a good long back behind them. In the field there was Marked Assassin, well back in the field. At the head of the others then would be Gold Karam with Feature well back in the field also. One of the tail-enders back there in company with Padrian.
Blanket go here, 16 Vancouver Island, 732.60. Now for the minors, 14 Suave Way at $4.10, and 15 Tyrrell Pete was prominent at $2.80.
16 Vancouver Island, 750 and 310. Number 14 Suave Way to return 370, and 15 possibly for third Tyrrell Pete 250. Protest dismissed. All clear race 1 at Geelong on 4, 6 and 7. Let's go to...
Prominent early, and so too in the orange cap Jovial Prince, one of the Musgrove candidates. Going up to them very boldly, Victory Colours, and over on the outside was Percheval putting in a nice leap. Out very wide was the Tasmanian Creek Alley, pushing up in the centre Dragulino as the brakes go on up front. About a length further back behind those then over on the inside He's Got Pride, shading it on the outside Ruling Justice. 3 away behind those then came Galatois, and about 8 away to Harvey Bay, who's lamenting a long way off them in the early part. On the side the first time round, and here's another flight coming up to them, and the leader over that one was doing it nicely, Jovial Prince, about a length and a half to the stablemate Percheval between Star Tackies the inside, and off the track Dragulino. Right on their hammer and tack where was Harvey Bay, and close handy He's Got Pride. Going up there in between horses, 2 Victory Colours. Off the track was Creek Alley. Ruling Justice getting back in the field as they come towards the first of those in the straight. Here they come to it now, and the leader going all right at the moment, Jovial Prince from the stablemate, second Percheval, and over on the inside pushing through Star Tackies has had a lovely run. A length and a half away over on the outside Dragulino. Next the inside as they take another flight, or the leader got into that, showed very little respect for it. Over on the inside next, pushing through as He's Got Pride. Around it then came Creek Alley. They were followed further back by Ruling Justice. Back second last now Galatois, and back to last is Harvey Bay. Negotiating the turn out of the straight. Over the crossing they travel now, and the leader still is Jovial Prince. The stablemate Percheval goes up to ride Shotgun. In third placing back behind them, a length and a half away. Next came Star Tackies. Another length and a half further back in the field as they go to the jump at the 1600 metre mark, and they all skim through that without any problems. Behind that horse there, Victory Colours next. He's Got Pride. Creek Alley's been wide for much of the journey. Further back in behind them then Dragulino just yielding a bit of ground. Another half a length away Ruling Justice to the outside Galatois. They're starting to bunch up. Harvey Bay's last, but only about 7 or 8 off the lead. At the next jump, back where they started, they've completed a circuit now, and the leader revs up again on the inside. Jovial Prince shows the way 3/4 to a length of the stablemate Percheval. Here's the next flight. Third placing Star Tackies enjoyed a lovely run. Further back in behind those then, going up fourth on the outside Creek Alley. It's covered plenty of ground, but it's still there. 2.5 away Victory Colours now under pressure. They were followed about 3 lengths away, but running on from back in the pack. Then came Ruling Justice, then another 2 to Dragulino. I reckon the other 3 have got problems. They're a long way back out of ground. Harvey Bay making a bit of a run from Galatois, and He's Got Pride is running out of stamina. On the side they go, and the leader still is Jovial Prince by a couple of lengths. Coming after it, Creek Alley has covered plenty of ground, but sticks on doggedly. Still there too behind them, Percheval just holding second from Creek Alley. 3 lengths away, Star Tackies is now under diabolical pressure. 400 to go as they straighten. The leader, Jovial Prince in the orange cap, got a length and a half clear. The stablemate Percheval in second placing comes at it resolutely now. Over the next jump there. They've jumped it and landed together. It's Jovial Prince and Percheval. They'll fight it out in the Musgrove colours. Here's the last jump. Jovial Prince keeps fighting. On the outside, Percheval heads him. Oh, they wiped the panel out of the ground. They stood up though. And now on the outside, Percheval is starting to draw clear, and Percheval's won an interesting jump. 3/4 of a length over second placing. The early leader, Jovial Prince, 4 or 5 away, third to Creek Alley, which covered a lot of ground. 6 lengths further back, Star Tackies didn't run on. Harvey Bay made a bit of ground. A long break, the others, Ruling Justice, Galatois. Then Dragulino followed further back in the field, second last by Victory Colours, and last of all was He's Got Pride, and they've all negotiated the course.
3, the winner Percheval, $5.52. 4, Jovial Prince at $2.10, and for third, number 7, Creek Alley, it'll pay $1.90.
3, the winner there, Percheval on Super Tab 540, and for the place 190, number 4, Jovial Prince to pay 190, and 7, Creek Alley 180.
Cover quite a bit of extra territory. Percheval is owned by J. Martin and B. Lala. Printing's not too good in this copy, unfortunately. It might be B. Lata. And is an 8-year-old brown gelding by Veach Cheval from Persianette, a century mare, and was well ridden by Ricky Moore. A patient ride, camped on the speed.
Yeah, good effort by number 3, Percheval, winning the 3rd, the 10 Victoria Hurdle. We're racing Bendigo.
Beck has missed it by a mile, so too is Alpine Beauty. In contrast, though, Delightful Choice on the outside's taken up the early running. Settling in second place is Dark Prego with Corinna Bird a half length away on the outside. Poetic Show is running a length and a half further back in 4th place, inclined to throw its head about. Megastar on the outside of it, then came King Jazz with Oakcrest on the outside of it. A length or so further back at the head of the others is King's Bid with Alpine Beauty moving up along the rails. Dancing River is well back in the field as Torbos is second last, and Stars of Jezebek is the last one. Down the back of the track, they make their way to the 1,000 metres point, and Delightful Choice is in the lead by about a length and a half. In second place is Corinna Bird, being followed over on the inside rail by Dark Prego. Megastar around the outsides improving, being followed by Poetic Show close handy. Then there's a gap to the others, headed by Oakcrest with King Jazz on the inside of it. Alpine Beauty was being followed further back to King's Bid. A couple of lengths away came Torbos. Then came Dancing River, and last of all is Stars of Jezebek. 600 metres to go as they make the run towards the home turn, and Delightful Choice still shows them a clean set of heels. It's leading clearly coming towards the home turn, with this challenger starting to come out now as they make the run around the corner. Delightful Choice runs a bit wide. However, on the inside, getting a nice run through is Alpine Beauty if it's good enough, but properly straightened up, and Poetic Show takes the split in the centre and dashes to the front. Down the straight they come, and Poetic Show has gone clear. Delightful Choice in second place. Oakcrest and Megastar is running on well. Inside the 200, they've grabbed the favourite. On the outside, Oakcrest has got to the front from Megastar. Oakcrest is starting to move away. The last settlement is going to be too good in the run of the line. Oakcrest goes on to win it. Second in the race would be Poetic Show. Third home was Megastar, followed in by Stars of Jezebek, Corinna Bird. Then came Delightful Show, followed by King Jazz, well back in the field, Dancing River. Alpine Beauty was next as they disappear out of sight from me. And the last one over the line was King's Bid.
Number 5 there, Oakcrest, and it's going to pay a dividend of $6.10 on the win tote. These aren't official, $6, $10 and $2. And we stand by. It's a pretty close go for the miners. We'll go back to Milton.
Okay, number 5 there, Oakcrest to return for the win on the Super Tab 590, and the place 180 to Poetic Show $1.40, and number 4 Megastar 170.
Makes a line of 3 inside the last 200, and as they speed up there, you can see Oakcrest is getting the better of Megastar. Oakcrest comes away in the last little bit, but it's pretty close for the minor placings as Megastar fights it out, and the numbers are coming up in front of us, 5, 2 and 4.
All right, 5, 2 and 4. Let's check past the posts.
Coming up, Bendigo, race number 5 on the card. Wayne Wilson, our guest caller for this particular event. And the...
Ready to jump, Truaz standing up nicely. They're racing this time. Majestic Miss began okay near the inside. One of the first to break the line is Haka Fire, and Isabel showing speed. Jetlag began nicely, driving through into a prominent position. Cupid King is caught a little bit wide, followed by Gleamani, who's settling just off the pace, a length away 4th. Next on the inside is Robley Lass, followed by Truaz on the outside of Wood Street. Drifting well back in the field is Pierre Etchbacher, who's back towards the rear. They settle down now and race past the 1,200 metre point, and Haka Fire has gone to a clear-cut lead. Haka Fire a length in front. Cupid King caught out a little wide now, sliding up into second berth. There's no speed on at all. They're trying to develop this into a sprint home. Gleamani has moved up to 3rd on the outside, but caught a little bit wide, 3 deep at the moment. A length further back, 4th over on the inside there is Circumpolar, followed on the outside, starting to improve a little bit of ground there is Wood Street. Next on the inside is Majestic Miss, and Pierre Etchbacher well back in the field with Truaz and Rare Miss. They come down the side now, about 750 metres left to go. Haka Fire shows the way, a length and a half in front. Cupid King is running second. Isabel is a half away 3rd over on the inside, and Wood Street is sweeping around them 4 horses deep. Majestic Miss is next on the inside, followed then by Gleamani. Jetlag is next in the centre, heading for the judge now. 400 metres left to go. Haka Fire under a little bit of pressure, getting a beautiful run on the inside as Isabel. Jetlag is switching back to the inside. Robley Lass is starting a long run, and Cupid King is there. Plenty of chances. They've got 200 metres to go, and Robley Lass hit the lead on the outside. Truaz is flying home. Robley Lass in
in front, leads by a length on True As, and Pierre Barker is up to third, but it's Robley Lass in front as they draw to the line, and Robley Lass is going to be too good. Robley Lass first, True As got second, Pierre Barker third, followed in by Rare Miss, Majestic Miss, and then a Hark of Fire. Further back, Cupid King, Jet Lag, Circumpolar. Majestic Miss was well back in the field, and Isabel was one of the last home.
7 the win at Robley Lass. It'll pay 6.10 2.30. 11 True As at $5.10 and 8 Pierre Backer. It'll pay a dividend of $3.
Number 7 Robley Lass Super Tab 6.50 2.30. Number 11 True As to pay $7.60 and 8 Pierre Etchbaster 3.10. Here's the call of the cup with Brian. The call of the cup with Brian.
Ready. Napier Street. And going up now is Legs Ahoy, and they'll be set to run. Ready for the Bendigo Cup for 1996, the NEC Cup. Deja Slew on the inside, True Identity, drawn the 3, coming out of gate 4, gate 1 not being used. The light is on. They're racing. True Identity's bounced very quickly for Hall down near the inside. Deja Slew began well. I'm a Redmond further out in the track, and from the outside away quickly now. Wider out in the track here is Napier Street showing some speed. Inside it Inuit when they sort themselves out, and Accommodate has gone through. Accommodate in front, but on the outside is Inuit, and Napier Street pulling its way forward now, going up with Inuit to take over the lead. Further back then the Red Man on the outside of Accommodate, 2 to True Identity running 5th. Top Rating caught 3 out from Deja Slew, the fence, then Parketry. Further back Sovereign Lyra, followed by Cockade, and Berserk is back at the tail of the field. Last of all is Legs Ahoy. They go out of the straight with about 1900 to go, and the leader on the inside here, Napier Street, but there's no pace. The Red Man goes up second, third is Inuit, then True Identity getting up to 4th on the outside of Accommodate 5th. 1 further back then in the race came Top Rating. They're followed by Parketry. Top Rating's 3 out on the outside. A length further back, Deja Slew with the 1600 from Sovereign Lyra, then Cockade, and 2 lengths last of all Legs Ahoy, and back on the inside is Berserk. 1500 to go. In the cup they go down the back, and the leader Napier Street left to lane by a length and a half. The Redman over on the inside, ahead away now, a neck away. Third is Inuit. 1 further back, True Identity running 4th. He's had a fairly good run, although there's no speed, and going around the outside Top Rating. Now this Top Weight hasn't been able to get on the track at all. He's still 3 out on the outside Top Rating, but he's pulled his way up outside Napier Street. The Redman 3rd, 4th Inuit, 1.5 True Identity 5th. 2 further back, Parketry on the inside, Accommodate. 1 to Deja Slew. Then Sovereign Lyra, followed on the inside by Cockade. Then further back, Legs Ahoy and Berserk last of all. 1,000 to go in the cup off the back, and Napier Street a half in front. Top Rating's had a pretty tough run second. 2 further back, Inuit on the outside of it. Then I'm a Redmond 4th. 2 further back in the race, running 5th, the favourite True Identity. They're followed by Parketry, who got up inside him. Over on the inside, Accommodate. The grey Sovereign Lyra pulled to the outside. Cockade the middle. Then Legs Ahoy, and well back Deja Slew's back second last to the 600. And last of all is Berserk. They start to move a little in front. Napier Street, Top Rating on the outside. I'm a Redmond's gone up on the outside of those 3 out. Behind those now, pulled out wide. There's a favourite coming with a bit of a run now, is under some pressure, True Identity. In the straight they race now. Top Rating the middle, Napier Street. Parketry and wider out now, I'm a Redmond. Sovereign Lyra the grey coming home well, wider out on the track. Sovereign Lyra getting up to I'm a Redmond. Cockade is starting to poke through near the inside. Sovereign Lyra at the 100 metre being grabbed by Cockade. Cockade on the inside, got to the front now. Cockade in front of Sovereign Lyra. I'm a Redmond and Cockade. Cockade has won the cup a half length, maybe Sovereign Lyra second, and knows I'm a Redmond third, then Top Rating. Napier Street followed for the back by Deja Slew. True Identity had a pretty good run all the way. He didn't go on. Pulling up just behind him would have been the Legs Ahoy. They're followed further back on the race over nearer the inside. Parketry pulling up quickly in company with Inuit. Then came Berserk on the outside, and Accommodators near the tail of the field.
Winner number 11, Cockade, to pay 10.10 2.90. 9 seconds, Sovereign Lyra to pay 4.20. 3, the Red Man to pay 3.10.
11 Cockade Super Tab 9.30 2.80. Number 9 Sovereign Lyra to return 3.50, and 3 the Red Man 3.20.
As we watch the centre screen, Lee Friedman and Stephen King. Stephen King riding in magnificent form, particularly here at this track, getting to the front from Sovereign Lyra, I'm a Redmond and Top Rating. And number 11 goes in the frame, number 11. Number 11 is the winner of the NEC Bendigo Cup, carrying the limit weight, 51 kilos, Cockade, written by Stephen King. It's a photo for the miners. We've got the grey Sovereign Lyra, and the nose just inside it, covered up by the grey, is I'm a Redmond. Top Rating will be 4th. Number 9 has got second, Sovereign Lyra. Number 3, the Redmond is third. It's 11, 9 and 3. 11, 9 and 3. 11, the winner, Cock 8, Stephen King. Number 9, Sovereign Lyra, Michael Carson. And third, 3, the Redman, ridden by Greg Charles. Race time 2:33.4. That's 6.2 outside the record. They did go slow. They only sort of moved from the home turn when the pace started to increase. And he was just able to get his way through the field nearer the inside, about one off the fence in the straight. He'd done no work at any point of the race, King. And he pushed through after Sovereign Lyra. The grey loomed up, looked as though he may be the winner. But Cock 8 has pushed through and he's beaten Sovereign Lyra about a half length. And only inches away, probably a half head away, is the head that's covered up, and that's the Redman.
All right, so 11.93 there after the running of the Bendigo Cup, all over for another year.
Just about ready now, Bendigo. Here's
They're all locked away. Rowdy Rancher a bit toey. There's the light, and they're off and racing now. Rowdy Rancher a little bit slow into stride, so is Ruben Sosa. And now our Peru begin quickly. Peddler's Gold going fast, and so is Black Festival. It's driving through along the inside to take the lead. Golden Rule into second spot. Imperial Air was wider out from Peddler's Gold, getting to third. Slater got to fifth. And then Clobbo, Celestial Comet, wide out with Sweet Control. They were followed by Ruben Sosa between horses. Swayze out wide. Noah Peru are losing ground now, passed by Highest Echelon. And then Rowdy Rancher and Praldor back at the tail as they round the turn of the 400. Black Festival went away from the rails in front. Peddler's Gold driving through underneath it. And wider out was Golden Rule. Black Festival put under pressure. Peddler's Gold hit the lead. Golden Rule coming at it, followed by Imperial Air. Clobo were further out. And then came Swayze starting to knuckle down. Praldor trying to weave its way through with Celestial Comet. Swayze wide out on the track has loomed up to hit the lead. Ruben Sosa running on, then Rowdy Rancher, Sweet Control. Swayze the leader though. It drew clear near home, and Swayze is going to win it. Swayze from Sweet Control, Praldor and out wide Ruben Sosa, followed in by Clobbo, and behind those Rowdy Rancher, followed by Slater, Celestial Comet, now up Peru, Highest Echelon. Golden Rule got tired. Peddler's Gold likewise, and knocking up was Black Festival at the tail.
Double is going to pay $118.60, number 9 the winner. And that's Swayze at $9.80 and $3.30. 1 Sweet Control. It'll pay $3.80, and number 10 for third. Proud to your possibly to pay $4.
Swayze.
Number 9, Swayze on the Super Tab, 9.30, 2.90. 1 Sweet Control, 3.40. 10 Praldor, 3.50.
And DJ Byrne, the trainer, and Swayze second up after a break, but has now won 4 from 7. Number 9, a comfortable winner. Swayze. Second's a good go. There was numerous horses stretched across the track. 1 Sweet Control is second. Stephen King settled towards the latter half of the field early, but they did go hard. And Praldor right up along the inside is third. 9, 1 and 10 of the numbers.
All right, 9, 1, 10 off.